Or my bike. Little Hot Wheel. Forgot to take my ring off.
Sorry, you looked like you were gonna hit your car.
I was gonna roll forward first. Thank you. Whee! Love you. Mwah.
See you at 5:30.
Oh. Hello, and welcome to the Millie Life. My name is Danielle. I'm the owner of the Millie Life and the Millie Life YouTube channel. I am so pumped that you are here today. If you are new here, I post new motorcycle videos every Thursday, so hit that subscribe button, hit the bells, do all the things so you do not miss out. If you'd like more of the Millie Life, you can find us on social media at the Millie Life, all one word, don't put those spaces in there. Check it out. I've got all my apparel. We've got sweatshirts, t-shirts, stickers. Click on that link below, and then I've got all my riding gear and recording equipment. I don't recommend anything that I don't love and use, so check that out. Today we are going to pick up my new business cards and talk about temperature. Let's go. It has definitely turned to fall here. Like Thursday, it dropped down really cold in the mornings and definitely chilly. It's that time of year where you have a debate over the thermostat. And actually, me and Matt really don't debate much over the thermostat. We're usually pretty much on the same page. And we are in the club of turning it off when it's this cool out and opening some windows, which I love. It feels so fresh. It kind of airs out the house a little bit, and I just really enjoy it. But I remember growing up, and still to this day, my dad was such a stickler about the thermostat and what it was set at and when it was set at it. So like in the summer, it would feel really hot in our house, and then in the winter, it would feel really, really cold. Me and Matt don't do that yet. Maybe we will. I'm not sure. You know, we live pretty comfortably. We don't like make ourselves sweat or freeze our butts off in the winter. I want to know about you guys. Are you a stickler about the thermostat, or could you care less and just put it out what makes you feel comfortable? And like going to clients' houses, I've got some clients that keep their homes like really hot, like 80s I'm talking about. And then I've got clients that will like be like my dad and like be a stickler about the temperature. I even had one client tell me that he changes it to Celsius so nobody knows what temperature it is. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, what is that with like dads and thermostats? Or maybe I shouldn't say dads. I guess just like people in general with their thermostats. I don't know. But it is beautiful out. It is cool enough to definitely open up the windows and let that nice crisp fall air in. We are getting married in a month. Woohoo! I'm hoping that it's not snowing or freezing cold. But either way, we can, get married outside or inside. It's going to be a pretty short ceremony. So super pumped. 1 month down. This is a tough hill. Cool car. In the summer. Aw. That little girl was waving. Are you guys the type to turn the AC off and just have fans blowing, circulating that lovely hot air? Or do you keep it like super cold? My sister, I think it's my sister, she likes her house really cold, like to the point where you could wear a sweatshirt, I've had some friends like that too. So it's all like so personal. I think there's a lot of different ways to keep the temperature in your home. And in the winter, I definitely like the heat on. I definitely don't like to freeze. What are we doing? Okay, that was weird. Definitely don't like to freeze. And likely like our last apartment didn't, but my old apartment and then this house has a fireplace and like a wood burning fireplace. And I love that. I love the smell. I love how it feels. I love, how it makes the night. Like it's like, Matt's always like, let's make a fire and watch a movie or, whatever it might be. It's just, I love having a real fireplace in our home. And Matt has become like a pro at lighting fires. when we first started. Okay, everybody stay where you're at. When we first started making the fires at my old apartment, it took a while to get them going, and Matt asked me for some hairspray one time because that usually lights on fire. But I have all vegan products, and one of the cool things about the hairspray is it works. It also is not flammable. So I was like, I'm so sorry, like I cannot help you out there. But I think we figured it out with like paper and kindling and all that stuff. Cool bike. Lots of chrome. Love having a wooden fireplace in the home. Definitely keep the thermostat comfortable, and I'm definitely open the windows when it's 60s and 70s for sure. I mean, there's nothing better than sleeping in a really crisp and cold room, especially on the days that you get to like sleep in, you know? Because it feels so good just to stay nice and warm in that bed. We usually switch to a down comforter. I'm not sure if we will do that this year because Matt gets really hot when he sleeps. I bought this like sheet. It's more like it's more like a coverlet, I think is like the official term for it, that goes on the bed for the summer. It's like really thin, but it doesn't provide like any warmth. You just feel like the weight of it, and that's it. It definitely did the job of not overheating. Not my favorite. I'm hoping we'll go back to the down comforter, but we'll see. Maybe something in between. And then my mom, she just bought me and Mateo weighted blankets. Never tried them before. Mateo, we are in the process of re-sleep training because he got his tubes in his ears and no more ear infections. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. That was terrible. Where are you going? Okay. Now we're back to sleep training. We were struggling with it. Like, he just would get up and want one of us to sleep with him. My mom bought a weighted blanket. Hopefully those get here soon. But he has been doing really well with just like sleeping by our bedside. Like, he'll come in now and just lay down on the mattress by the bed and go back to sleep. We're all sleeping, and that's the goal. Because before we were just so sleep deprived. And him too, you know, definitely that affects their mood, their growth, all these things. So it's not something to like mess around with, but he's been doing really good. We're gonna try those weighted blankets out. They're really helpful for anxiety, which mine has been really high lately. I just went back on medication for it. I've had a lot of stress, a lot of good stress and a lot of bad stress, and that just really spiked it. So I'm grateful to have medication finally started working. If any of you have ever been on antidepressants or anti-anxiety meds, they take a while to build up in your system and actually give a therapeutic effect. It can be like 3-4 weeks until you start to feel them actually working, but when you do, it's just like a big sigh of relief. They used to prescribe Xanax on top of antidepressants so that you could, I think it's like a crossover drug, or like to help you during that 3 weeks. Because, man, if anyone's ever had really bad anxiety or depression, it's debilitating. Just feel like an ice pick is in your chest. Oh, it's horrible. I guess Xanax is like now the new oxycodone in terms of like how addictive it is, and so they're not prescribing it. Xanax works really quick. So they put me on something else, and I actually went off of it just a couple days ago, and it has made me so trembly and shaky. Oh, it's like trembling and little muscle twitches and all of that. All is good now. I'll keep you guys posted about the weighted blanket. Does anyone out there use one? Do you love them? Hate them? Let me know where you guys are at with your temperature of your home. I guess it also depends on where you live. In Virginia, we definitely have all 4 seasons. Thermostat definitely changes throughout the year. I guess somewhere where it's more like the same temperatures, I guess that's probably different. I think too, like having 2 different systems to heat the downstairs versus the upstairs is helpful. We have that in this current house, and I hadn't had that before because like, a lot of times in the winter it'll be so freaking cold in the basement and really, really stuffy and hot upstairs. So it's nice to have 2. And then of course, this year we have a garage finally. Woohoo! The motorcycles are going to be nice and safe during the winter. No cold, no rain. Super pumped, and we don't have to get a storage thing for it. So I'm super excited about that. This new rental that we're in is a really cool space. lots of cool things about it. One of them being the garage, and it has like a little nook in it. Matt has put all of his tools, and we work on the bikes, and in the winter that's where we put the bike. It has an office where I can do my virtual sessions in, which I love. Before I was doing them like in our living room, and we were in a 1-bedroom to transition, save some money before this. And Matt would come home and I'd be in the middle of sessions, so he'd have to be really quiet. And then there was also only 1 bathroom. I think that was only like a problem once. Like I really had to go and he was in there. Oh, there's Staples. Have business cards. I made them like during the pandemic, I think. I've had them for a while. And they say performance coach, and they have like all my information on it besides my new website and my YouTube channel. So I really wanted something that was more on brand with like my colors and my logo. And I think people get confused by performance coach, so I put personal trainer on there and motorcycle vlogger. Ordered them from Staples. Just have to run in and pick those up. But I think I'm going to go around to a couple local businesses, probably like chiropractic office, introduce myself and see if I can leave a couple cards just to get my name out there a little bit more. And it'll be cool to kind of meet some different people. I actually got this idea from Queer Eye. It's my new favorite show. I am obsessed with it. I want Jonathan Van Ness to be my best friend. He is fantastic. They were helping one business owner. She owned a sweets shop. And they had her like go around to local businesses, give out her cards and give out some of her sweets to make like connections and meet different people that way. And I'm like, that's a really cool idea. Like I'd never really thought about that. And then I'm probably going to do some Google ads. I haven't really played around with that, so we'll see. Staples. All right, let's go to Staples. Hi. Okay. Good, how are you? Yes. Business cards. Danielle Miller. Mm-hmm. The toner. Is there like a shortage of it? Oh. Well, I'm glad I got mine in when I did. Thank you. Got my business cards. They look good. Open them up. I don't have anywhere to put them. Cool. They look nice. Not as thick as I would like, but that's okay. Where am I going to put this? Oh, I don't have. That's one thing about this bike. I don't have any saddlebags, and they're kind of like the exhaust is up high, so it's kind of awkward to a saddlebag on that side, so you just have one. I don't know if I really like the way that looks. Okay, please stay. Don't live very far from here. I think they should be good. Do you guys use business cards? Whether you're in business, like entrepreneurship, or work for someone else? Getting into the flow of using them. Leave them with every check at like a restaurant. Oh, I think I'm going to be a lot more proactive with getting them out there. Maybe do some local advertising in the paper. I haven't spent a ton of money on marketing. This is definitely an area I'm looking to grow in and expand in so I can expand my business. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Holy cow, we're almost at 300. It's like unreal to think that I was at like 6 when I first started. Thank you guys for all your support, for subscribing to the channel, for commenting. You guys are freaking fantastic. Made it home, and we're almost home. And I believe we still have the business cards intact. It's gonna be it today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys freaking rock. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like buttons. Until next time, I'm Danielle. This is the Millie Life, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.